Here we have geometric figures with shaded regions, and our task is to write a polynomial that represents the area of the shaded region. Before you get too far into jumping into the work, take a look at the picture and determine what you know. It appears in this first shape that we have a square, and we know that this side is made up of two x's. So what that tells me is that each length is 2x. Each side of this square has a length of 2x. But the other thing I want to keep in mind is I'm looking for area. So I need to think of what formulas am I going to use. And sure enough, I do have a square here, but what I'm also seeing is I have two triangles that are shaded. So I don't necessarily need the area of the square. I could just use the area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. And if I were to find the area of one triangle and take it times 2, because these two triangles have the exact same dimensions, I would find the area of my shaded region. So let's start by finding the area of one triangle. One half times, I'm going to say my base is x, and my height is 2x. So really I have 1/2 x times 2x. 1/2 times 2 is 1. X times x is x squared. So the area of one triangle is x squared units squared. So then I can find the area of two triangles, by taking 2 times the x squared units squared. So we found that the area of one triangle is x squared. And since they have the same dimensions, the area of this other triangle is also x squared. And when you add the two together, you get 2x squared units squared. For our second shape, it looks like we have a rectangle with a triangle cut out of it. So I'm going to start with, let's just look at the rectangle. So we have one side of the rectangle has a length of 7x, and the other side has a length of x and 4x. So this side has a length of 5x. So we know we need an area of the rectangle, which is going to be base times height. And we had mentioned that there was a triangle cut out of it. So we're likely going to need that area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. So those are the two formulas we're going to need. Let's start by finding the area of the rectangle. The area of a rectangle is base times height, so we can use 7x times 5x, which gives us an area of 35x squared units squared. And then we can remove our rectangle to show us the triangle that's being cut out of it. We're going to have to find out, well, how much of that rectangle was made up by this triangle? So now we're going to have to find the area of the triangle. So 1/2. The base of my triangle, I'm going to say, is 3x. And the height of my triangle, because it has to be perpendicular to the base, is 4x. And I see I missed my x on my 3x, so I need to do some erasing and put that x there. So we have 3x times 4x, and we can multiply. Again, multiplication is commutative, so I can go ahead and take 1/2 times 4 before I multiply with the 3. 1/2 times 4 is 2, times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. So the area of that triangle is 6x squared square units. So to find the area of this shaded region, I'm going to need to find the difference between the area of the entire rectangle and the area of the triangle. I'm going to have to do a subtraction. So the area of the rectangle was 35 x squared square units, and the area of the triangle was 6x squared square units. So that leaves me an area of 29 x squared square units for my shaded region. So we can find the region of the whole shape, find the region of the part that's being cut out, and complete a subtraction, find the difference to find the area of a shaded region.